Last we played,
Mhm.
you all were uh, successfully basking in the glory of your victory in Crithelma over
Yes.
the depredations of the foul and vicious Gleerak Binder of Despair and her Daskian cohorts as they attempted to take over the city of Skitterkin. Um, since then, you had a joyous and hat uh, exorbitant feast in the halls of Polonius. Um, after which, your ally Greta observed to you something that she had noticed and what that was concerning her, which was what does Borkrit intend to do with the massive amount of vitality that he had been stockpiling?
Yeah. But then we dealt with it.
What? What happened to the rest of it?
Wouldn't you like to
Well,
know?
Well, yeah, I literally
yes, he
would
wasn't
like to
here
know.
last session, so
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
trying to tell him what's going on.
I'll kick your fucking ass. I swear on my mom.
Um, the party eventually, talking with Greta, came to the conclusion that Borkrit intended to, once he had filled all of the remaining tanks, which he was getting kind of close by Batbyar's observation when he was in the machine. Um, Once he had filled all the tanks, that Borkrit himself would absorb all of it, and in doing so, become a colossal ooze, the likes of which had not been seen in a age, and thus use that power to take over Crithelma in the name of Polonius, as none would be able to stand against him.
Oh, that's a lot to take in. Okay.
The party then proceeded to confront Borkrit about this,
Uh huh.
and in the end convince him that it was in his best interest not to pursue this path.
Oh.
Begrudgingly, he agreed, as he did not wish a confrontation with the party, or potentially with his own deity, understanding that his own designs and the party's are both being overseen by the god of excess.
How refreshing that he decided that and not the opposite. Cool.
The party, he thus agreed to allow the party to secure and leave with the vitality siphon itself. Um, but before they do that, it was tried to be decided on what exactly to do with the still massive amount of vitality goo that had been siphoned off these uh, into these uh, vats. Eventually, the conclusion was that Borkrit would use it to would find would quickly find 50 volunteers from his worshippers and use it to make a fair-sized regiment of very buff Skitterkin to spread the word of Polonius and also guard his temple.
Okay.
The process beginning, the party left in order to go out and find out what was going on with the rest of the city, leaving Borkert behind. They go to the council chamber where they have a discussion with the new council, such as it is, of Krithlama that has developed. And that is sort of where we left off, with the exception that Pisitnit, the
Yes.
Priestess, the new high priestess of Absissa, desires to go with you up to the surface in order to learn the secrets of transferring a soul into a machine from the
Yeah.
Eteron Acromentus.
Yes.
Also, Accio, your
mean
leg.
Agamentai.
Agamentai, yes, excuse
Or
me.
is it?
No, it's Agamentai, excuse me. Accio, also, your leg is due to be fiddled with now that she has access to the full workshop of her temple. And that's sort of where we
Oh,
left off. So you all are outside the council chambers with Pisitnit, walking away from them. Pisitnit is traveling with you for the time being, and looking at the sort of bare bones leg of Akio, before going, you,
me?
your leg, it
Yes.
offends me with its bare bones nature.
Oh,
We must complete your leg.
I'm fine with this.
You must complete the leg.
I would like to complete the leg.
Good.
Hey, I still need to get a knee.
You will
Wait,
follow.
do I not have a knee?
You
No,
have a
fucking
knee.
with you.
Oh, okay. It was like, is it every time I sit down? Am I like a tripping hazard?
Follow me to the Temple of Assisia, and we will finish
Okay.
the leg.
Well, see y'all when I get uh less bearless leg. I will be back.
Good luck on leg.
Thank you.
Don't lose too much blood.
What?
You heard me.
They may follow.
You guys want to join and make
I mean-
sure?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
really curious.
I'm gonna try to find
Yeah.
out what our best way out of here is with Oh wait, yeah, no, we figured that out with
It's
last
basically
time.
the way you came in.
Yeah.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Cause yeah, Vrithka said he find some people that get the potions made for us again, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Never mind, then yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
That's great.
You all travel to after Pisitnit, the skittering Skitterkin on her four spider-like limbs, traveling forward quite quickly, actually, through the slowly reviving city as Skitterkin civilians begin to rebuild and come out from where they had been hiding. Leading you through an area and into a large, what looks like what once was a dwarven forge, not the great, vast, massive iron forges that the Temple of Budapest was found in, but rather a much smaller, with finer tools, perhaps a goldsmith's forge once, now given over to the worship of Sissa, and the heavy, solid tools that once were animated here for the dwarves have also been augmented by all manner of finer equipment. The obsidian equipment is and tools and little machinery are all exceptionally well made. Even if they are a little, everything here has a sort of almost insectile quality. The limbs of various machines, as they are beginning to animate as the obsidians move back into their old workshops, have almost spider-like qualities as they begin picking up little pieces of machinery and beginning to assemble things once more. You can see that one Skitterkin is busily cleaning up where a large assembly of various glassware had been held, and is trying to get rid of get rid of some broken glass, while also nearby a pair of other obsidian Skitterkin are looking down a hole with their hands on their hips, where apparently some sort of corrosive liquid had leaked during the attack on the temple and burnt a hole deep into the crust. One of them takes a rock and drops it and listens, and they're still like that by the time that you're past. Pizitnit leads you deeper and around a corner where a large sealed clockwork door is. She heads up to it and goes over to a fine mechanical lock where 3 different dials are set in a triangular formation in the middle. And she begins turning each one, going to different settings in a pattern known only to her, until eventually there is a satisfying click and the door sort of irises open in front of you, revealing a cluttered laboratory filled with mechanical armatures and highly jointed arms and saws and all various other machinery for constructing whatever it is happens to be on the big central table that sits in the middle.
Wow.
You, come,
All right.
get on the table.
I am getting on the table.
Right, with a great clangor, your armor settles down onto the stone slab. Roll a perception check, please.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Just so you can
Alright.
notice giant buzzsaw.
Yeah, I was thinking big drill.
Oh, both of them. You don't need a perception check for those. Those are obvious. They're just hanging out there.
Okay.
Akio, with that, you're able to see that in some of the porous, it's a stone slab, it's not metal. In the sort of porous surface of the stone, you can see where like there's some reddish brown material that has been sort of that is sort of staining the actual slab itself.
What could it be?
So, hey, do you think maybe before we start this, I give you just like a couple of moments to clean up the place?
Pizzitnit's hands are finding their way into a pair of basically large mechanical gloves that fit over each of her fingers, and allows her to, by just twitches of each digit, to maneuver, to send all of the machinery in the room into sudden motion. And as the machines wake up, she looks at you and goes, "It is clean."
There's a bunch of blood here. Aren't
The
you
machine
worried?
cares not for your biology.
Yeah, but my body could get infected, right?
The leg's already on. There'll be no surgery.
All right. Wait, what am I worried about? I guess that's fine.
I potentially could slip.
I hope you don't.
So do I. I could damage the machine.
You are not concerned at all about yourself, huh? You should be a little bit. I'd be sad if you fell and tripped and hurt yourself.
I said slip, and I would not be the one being injured in
I
this
mean, have you
scenario.
have you seen her? She already
Yeah.
lost all her legs.
That was by choice.
Oh,
She slipped and fell into a spider body. Okay. Well, I guess
This
you're right.
form of locomotion is far more efficient.
I guess you're right. You are definitely the expert here, so I will put my trust in
I
your.
am an artist as well as a scientist. What do you desire for this leg?
Oh, I have. Uh,
I presume you wish to match your regular aesthetic, garish though it is.
yeah, I'm kind of. I got a whole thing going.
And you will have a giant golden leg.
Yeah. I suppose if there's.
you get a leg that kicks really good, Akio.
Could you build like a little holster for like a flask built into it? That'd be pretty cool.
Right in the butt cheek.
I don't know why
Well,
they
maybe.
got me. It's just a solid gold leg.
His butt cheek has not been replaced.
Like a thigh panel.
I don't know. Do you have any recommendations?
That would be simple.
Is there anything that could be added that would I guess something that.
Since you're only replacing one leg,
Uh-huh.
I would observe this could be changed. You
No,
are only going to receive some advantage from any ed, uh, any improvements made above the normal limb.
let me give let me give the first one a try and maybe I'll come back and go all the way. But right now, considering that, well, the reason why I'm here is a massive. Well, no, I was gonna say mistake, but
What?
the series of events that played out was mainly Kasumi's fault, less so than she's.
I think it was both of your
Pardon?
faults.
Pardon me?
She's
I
the one
really
that-
don't care about that at all.
Well,
I can gyroscopically stabilize the leg such that you'll have an improved sense of balance. I can increase the power of the servos to store kinetic energy, allowing you to emit it in bursts for enhanced leaping, or I can generally increase the power of the leg
oh man,
for
there was.
enhanced speed.
Oh man, you know what? There was this one time we fought a vampire and he was just a gigantic asshole because he kept like jumping up and down this goddamn cliffside. And if I had a leg that could leap, yeah, you know what? I'll go with that. Kinetic energy and whatever.
She looks at you
That-
flatly.
That dude was a prick.
Fine.
I'm glad
whatever.
he's sort of dead, but
All
not
right,
really.
fine. And you still want the hip flask thing?
Yeah, why not? I mean, I already have a coat that wait, do I still have the cloak that I sippy sip from? Do I have the
Yes.
sippy cloak?
It
Yeah,
hasn't
convenient
gone
pocket.
away.
You know-
would be good, though.
You know what? The more the merrier. Yeah, give me a hip flask.
As you wish.
That's about it. I don't want to put too much on one leg.
Are you sure you don't want a second mechanical leg?
Like I said, let me give the first one a go, and maybe I'll come back later, and we'll
Or I could replace the entire hip.
I kind of like my left ass cheek.
Allowing me to enhance the lower half of your body further potentially with additional limbs, perhaps with a anti-gravity apparatus.
Whoa.
Huh. Kind of. On one hand, I really like this ass cheek of mine, and I've kind of had it since the beginning of time.
It
On the
would
other hand,
require the removal of everything below your waist.
no.
This little ass of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
I shouldn't really need to say anything, but I'm gonna have to disagree there. There are just
you
some
wish.
things you can't lose. Also, I don't know how I take a piss.
It's at the front.
Everything below the waist?
There would be an aperture for waste removal.
Yeah,
No.
it just goes into a
There-
little pocket, then you empty it whenever you need to.
I mean, I can think of many uses for that. For example, throwing my own piss at the enemy, but I kind of would rather keep everything.
That's disgusting.
Well,
Moving on.
I never called myself a gentleman.
All right, whatever. With that, she slammed a large armature slammed down onto your chest, pushing you into the
Whew.
stone slab, and holds you there to keep you still. There may be some discomfort if I impinge on any of the nerve connections. If
Okay.
I should do so, don't scream. I find it unnerving.
Mind I have a bottle of whiskey or bourbon to wash it down then with?
I have no
This-
idea what those are.
I stare at my...
The
Hey!
giant drill begins descending towards you.
Oh! Shoot up!
Um,
Hey! Guys!
Suck on your coat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Akio, you are one drink in after exhausting your coat, which frankly just is not a lot.
It's not enough, yeah. I imagine.
The the armatures of the room begin bringing over plates that are being cut into shape before you, while Pizzitnit begins putting in the jumping,
A big pogo leg.
not quite, but the jumping mechanisms to into your leg. Well, it is actually several sets of very large, very tense springs that she is building into your joints around the leg in general. And yeah, she is connecting them.
Do I need to roll for pain?
Yes, actually, roll
Oh.
a Constitution check.
Alright, here we go. Man, this would be a real weird reason to roll a new character for. Hey, what'd your character die? Oh, surgery.
The fucking springs got messed up and they went right up my ass.
That is
Wouldn't be the
not
first
what you
time.
want. Oh my
No,
god.
that's the worst way to die.
Oh, I rolled an
Ooh,
8,
an
so this will
8.
be fun.
You did roll an 8. Okay, Akio. The
I
pain
died.
is not such that you die from it, which is good. However,
Wow.
at one point, Pizzitnit does do exactly what she said by accident, and apparently strikes a nerve, causing you to feel the most intense pain that you have ever felt in any situation, including getting literally stabbed. I told you not to scream, she observes. But, however, otherwise, the surgery, after about another couple of hours, Pizzitnit works very fast, essentially manufacturing all of these highly advanced clockwork and mechanical machines from scratch. before your eyes, like almost a blur of activity all around the room. She's clearly focused on like several things at once as she's doing it, and all of it to utmost perfection. Until eventually, Akio, you're allowed to sit up again by the arm and watch as a final armature washes over the leg with a band of golden light, causing the iron that now encases your former skeletal leg to turn a bright golden armor matching bright golden color matching your armor. You
Well-
now have a clockwork jumping leg. This takes up your boots slot.
Oh my god! All right, like half of it, I imagine, right?
Well, I mean, if you wear another boot, it's not. You need to wear both boots typically for magic to actually work.
Oh,
So you could get the other leg replaced, and then it would be balanced. But
no.
your leg does take up your boot slot by itself.
Okay, that's
um,
fine. It's not like I was wearing magic boots. This is not Akia where I forgot that I had. Sorry, this is not Aristus where I forgot I had boots that could make me fly. He's wearing normal
So
boots.
the magic, excuse me, the clockwork jumping leg. One of them you always count as having a 10-foot running start when making a jump, and you get a +5 to acrobatics rolls made to jump.
Wait, could you repeat that or paste that in the chat so I can write it down somewhere
Sure.
and not forget? Yeah. But only half of that. Only half of that song. Actually, really, 1/4 of that song. It's not really applicable because Iron Man is a suit more so than like a literal robot man. Oh well. Forget it. What a weirdly appropriate gift you have found,
Hmm.
Rita.
Okay, there you go.
Hey.
Hey, I like that. All right, let me add that in. All right, thank you. Add that to.
Okay.
Where the fuck does that go, miscellaneous? I'm gonna put on notes for now. All right.
All right. So, Akio, you're able to swing yourself off the slab and sort of test out your new leg. And yeah, using it to jump, you get a pretty good distance further than you would normally.
Yeah.
Good. I
Thank.
have things to collect before our departure.
Okay.
Leave.
Uh. All right, but are you? I kind of wanted to just say thank you and hey, is there anything you need from me? I'd love.
You leaving?
Uh, Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for the link.
You're welcome.
Well, all right, bye. Oh,
Do you feel okay?
I feel great.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
For a while there, seemed real bad.
Well, I mean, it was
Lot-
more. It was more so just the depression of being underground has not worn away, but it was mainly that
Well,
eventually going.
That's
Hmm?
why you screamed like that, huh?
Oh yeah, no, that I now have a new foundation for pain that goes beyond mortal coil of death. I am no longer afraid of death. Yep,
Okay.
yep. There is apparently I have now ventured to take a guess that if somebody were to tell me, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a fate worse than death," I'll be like, "I've already experienced it, brother." Anyhow, how was your
Yeah.
day?
Pretty boring. Get a leg.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
curious.
I kind of like it. You wouldn't really believe me if I tell. I kind of prefer it over the other leg. I still miss it.
Mhm.
I hope
You
it's
might
in a
have to
good
come back
place.
to get that second one.
Yeah, but at what cost?
Then you'll
You
have
got a
3
leg?
legs.
Maybe you'll be able to jump even. Wait,
No, I kind
I
of.
meant replace one, but that's an option, I guess.
Yeah, they're just too great of a cost. Pow. By the way, Pow, didn't you like get? You're feeling a lot better, right? I kind of was in a haze for a minute there, thinking about this surgery. Didn't you get blown the fuck up when we were fighting? You're all right now, yeah?
Yeah, cool. Angel Stormcloud showed up and was very kind.
I'm glad.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't fun.
I miss that
Just-
Angel Stormcloud.
Yeah, me too. It was
You're
cool.
not just one oh yeah, whatever happened with Eyeball
Peep. His name is Peep.
Peep
Respect
Peepers,
his
huh?
name.
Jeepers
Peep.
Creepers.
I
No.
guess did he return or did he get sent somewhere? I don't remember.
The Oculus.
Brisket sent him to negotiate, quote unquote, with Third of the Dread Third Nell,
Hmm.
which apparently was successful, considering that Third is now back on the thing.
Yes.
Whatever the thing is.
The council?
The council, yes, thank you.
Mhm.
You know what? I got the first shot of vaccine today, and I'm gonna blame
Oh.
any brain farts on that.
On the
Have
5G.
fun with your sore arm.
The 5G, baby.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
what
not that
it
bad
is.
right now.
And
It's not bad at all.
it's
It's
only
only
really
me.
it's only really bad the next day. That's and even then it's just kind of like it feels like you
Sure
worked
wish I
out.
could get the vaccine.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll come over there and stab you with a needle. I can't promise it's 5G.
No, I need that 5G.
I don't know how things are over there too, but things suck over here. Holy.
It's okay in New Brunswick. Like we don't
I
have any
hope you're
cases
doing
here.
okay, Oliver.
It's a fucking clown
Anyways.
show here.
Yeah, Ontario fucking sucks.
Yeah.
At least you're not
How-
Quebec. Hey.
I mean, you could just always say that though. Come at me, Quebec. Anyway,
I don't know what this
Canada
Quebec
humor.
is, but I, Akio, think it's terrible. Anyhow, what was I talking about? Oh, right, yeah. I'm glad you're okay, pal.
Yeah.
You still got skin, right? You're not just one
Oh,
giant
yeah.
scar? Okay.
No, yeah.
Not yet.
No. You know.
Let's get tattoos.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of thought you
Yeah.
were covered in like
I think we should treat
monk
ourselves.
tattoos
Get tattoos.
this entire time.
yeah. It's some sweet tattoos, like really fucking cool.
Well, yeah. Why would we get anything other than sweet tattoos that are really
Like a
fucking cool?
Ferrari.
What?
See, that's the person who would not get a sweet tattoo. That's really fucking cool.
Wow. Okay.
Fuck you, Ferrari's cool. Anyhow. All right. Let's what I'm sorry, Sal's, I felt like having this real quick conversation, but where were we going after this?
Why are you apologizing to me for role playing? Are you
Oh.
kidding? This is my favorite thing. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Fair enough. It just I kind of
I can't believe you roleplay this role-playing game, you sick fuck.
everybody's yelling at me today.
Honestly, as somebody who's running a game right now, whenever people just role play,
Yeah.
fucking rules.
No, I'm in the same
Oh, it's
position
the
now
best
too,
thing.
and when I can sit back, it's like, oh yeah, this is the stuff.
You just
I get to Google things.
or you just get to like sit there and listen, and it's just like, I've gone from playing
Mhm.
GM to watching a movie
Yes.
or listening to a radio play.
Where's
Um,
my I'll go see what my dog's barking at.
You
be a
from
male.
the future.
oh shit. Okay. Now where was I?
Hell.
No, I don't think so. Oh, well, actually, yeah, so, you guys have a you guys have options. What would you guys like to do next? The city of Crithelma is open to you. You have uh, the Skitterkin are currently trying to get you potions for shrinking Baradun down to a more manageable size. And you do have to figure out how to remove the vitality siphon, although I believe you have an idea of how to do that.
Do we?
Baradun pulls it out of the wall, and then you put it in the
Ah.
portable hole.
Yes.
Is what I thought you were doing.
That makes sense. I couldn't remember.
So, what would you all care to do in the meantime? Is there anything in Crithelma that you would like to?
Hmm.
I'm back. Doug was hating on some kids in my front yard. Tell him to get the fuck off my lawn. So that's nice. I don't know what to really do after getting this leg. So I guess I will leave it and follow whoever throws out the first idea and work with it.
Anything down here you want to document, Betalus, while we're still here?
Betelus takes his latest Batillotype and going, I've been doing it pretty well. It's been definitely an adventure. It is a little dark down here. To be honest, I think I would like to take a break from wartime reporting,
All right.
if possible. Wow. There's a lot of dead people around.
Yeah.
That tends to happen.
This is awful.
Yeah.
I aid with humanitarian processes, healing the wounded, helping clean things up with a handy bout of water. You know, innocent stuff.
Good Lady Kasumi. All right. It's not particularly long, as you busy yourself doing that, before your party is approached by a pair of familiar figures. Brisket totters over towards you on his cane, while next to him floats the august and powerful form of the otherworldly entity known as Peep.
Peep.
Peep, how's it going?
He's here. Yeah.
It goes well, though my time here runs short.
Oh no, that makes me sad.
It is true. I am the guardian bound to this temple, but I cannot remain here permanently.
What?
Such is not the nature of my binding.
Mm.
For 24 and 1 hour do I remain.
So 25 hours?
Yes,
Okay.
that would be 24 and 1, yes. Oh, right. Peep takes one of his wings and reaches inside his other wing and pulls out several potions and hands them to you. I believe you need these for your journey.
Thanks, Peep. I assume these
What is
are the
it?
ones that make us shrink.
Brisket replies, yes,
Okay.
those will allow your very, very large Minotaur friend
Yes.
to navigate the tunnels more easily.
Excellent.
I would also observe, or rather, I also would like to give you one last gift to to emphasize just how much we owe you. And he reaches inside his pocket and takes a very large slab. And
Damn, how'd he fit that in his pocket?
the pocket of his pouch, really. A very large stone slab, which he hefts, and he hobbles over to you, Kasumi, and hands it to you. And written in the Skitterkin script is it's just covered in sort of looping script, and all of it surrounding a large image, or rather a carved image of what is clearly Peep,
Oh,
or an entity like him.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
This is the guardian stone of our temple. It's what allows us to summon the guardian in times of need. I know that you are taking care to create a new community, and that this community is in its nascent state, and it could use protection of this kind.
Oh.
And so I would like you to have it, given that you seem to have such a rapport with the guardian himself. With them.
Thank you.
His
Prescott.
his name's Peep, and I don't really know what to say. Thank you. Are you sure?
Yes, you are not making us safe. I will forge a new stone for our temple, but I would like you to have this one.
Thank you, Brisket.
Yeah, this will help. Well, I'll take good care of it.
But don't let it break or it won't work anymore. So
I
Yeah.
keep it someplace safe, and then when you get back to where you are, build it, fashion it into a wall or something, or an altar. We had it in an altar. That I think that's the best place for it. But
Yeah.
probably put it in an altar. Yeah, that sounds good. I don't really have an altar at the monastery yet.
build a little shrine. Let's put a little nice little gazebo with a little stone plinth in the middle, and put that on top. It works
Yeah.
great.
I mean,
So
I
it
have it
doesn't need
kind
to
of.
be a big thing. It can just be a little place where people can gather.
Yeah, I've been out of touch with Amiria for some time now. It seems like a good idea.
She's always ready to speak to you. You just need to reach out to her.
Will do.
I'm glad. If
Thank.
you,
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you
No,
go ahead.
no. After you.
My phone is ringing. 1 second.
No. What's the phone?
So, guys come here often?
You mean the Skitterkin city of Kutlamar?
Yeah,
I mean, we've only been here like twice. This is the second time.
that's nice. What was the first time like? Oh, I died.
Batbear died, yeah.
Oh. How has this been for you, Betbayar? I'm swole now. Wait, sorry. I'm swole now!
A new Batbear voice.
Oh god.
I need to make sure that you guys can tell who's talking.
A new backfire voice to be promptly forgotten.
Boy, I sure just don't remember how to do the first one at all. It's like, what accident? It's like, as soon as he died, it's like, who cares?
My parents wanted to check in on me after getting the vaccine to see how I was doing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, my mom
we heard another new Batbear voice.
Oh, really?
This time it was like
Yeah.
it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is huge now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're doing here. You're not even doing Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're just going to like a.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
more.
killed.
That's more Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it's kind of like that scene in Conan where he's like super drunk and he punches a camel. It's kind of like that one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, that is the classic non-verbal Schwarzenegger impression. You just go, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Anyway,
God.
That poor camel.
that poor camel. I think it was a stunt camel. I don't think it was actually hurt. At least I hope it
Still
wasn't.
got punched in the head by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know, man.
That's
That
the price
camel.
you pay for acting.
That camel
Crazy.
died like 5 seconds after from how hard he got punched.
No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is just too strong.
I swear to God, I feel like every time people talk about this, I'm like, are you guys sure it's not Blazing Saddles? I feel like some animal gets punched in Blazing Saddles.
A horse does get punched in.
Oh,
Blazing
okay,
Saddles.
so I saw
And
that
Mongo.
first.
Anyway,
Anyways.
so, yes. With that, Brisket leaves you after saying a fond farewell to you each, to go back to the work that he has to do in cleaning up his city. The entity known as Peep stays with you. And after Brisket leaves, there's a bit of a silence before Peep clears his throat and then looks at the rest of you and goes, "So, what's next?" I don't really have a
Well,
plan, to be honest. I'm just going to float
We
around until I desummon in about an hour or so.
well, I figured I'd tell you a little bit about my monastery. And say if you get summoned back, that's where you're gonna end up. It's a nice
Ah,
little place.
yes. Lovely. Tell me everything of it.
I
I'd like
tell
to know
him
this new community.
I tell him all about it for the next hour and how it's a new the order of people learning to manipulate the elements and or learn how to use a spear real good.
This otherworldly, utterly inhuman, strange and terrible and phenomenal creature hangs on your every word. Occasionally asking you questions about where do people sleep, how do they eat, how do you get water, are you all well protected, how comfortable are people, are people taking care of each other, and yeah, is just he seems very interested in the very like base
Minutia.
bones of a society. Just making sure that your foundation is there and it's solid.
Yeah.
And the Peep seems satisfied with what you tell him. Until eventually, in about an hour later, he goes, my time here is at an end. It was good to meet you all, my new friends. Until such time as I am required again, I bid you all
Goodbye.
farewell. And he sort of
There he
like
goes.
begins extend. His form extends vertically, narrowing to a very narrow line of light that finally just disappears.
Cool.
Neat.
Yeah, I like that guy.
I like him too.
Good fella.
He's got quite an eye on him.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm glad he'll have that eye to watch over your community that you built. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do feel comfortable with some supernatural
All right.
protection.
Now then,
That
let's
point.
go
Yeah.
see how Vorkrit's doing, and then get the vitality machine packed away.
Right. As you
Okay.
begin walking towards the Temple of Polonius, Greta is with you, and observes. Perhaps you should put Peep in a rings for Pascal to wear, so that Amuntar can have a friend.
Oh,
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm just thinking of your poor, stricken, platinum,
Jeez,
Aneban person.
Vorkrit's throwing those pans around. Sounds like.
That's Amy's
Yeah.
rearranging the dining room. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna turn him into a ring.
It was a jest. I'm sure he'll be much more useful in Iraq.
Wait, is this Borkrat that's talking?
No, it's Greta.
Oh, does it say?
You know when Borkrit's talking.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Out of all the characters, his voice is his voice.
Potent.
yeah.
You return to the Temple of Polonius, where Borkrit is observing a legion of flexing, preening, extremely buff rats. And he sees you enter and he goes, "Oh, right, you're back. Well, I did it. 50 new buff skidderkin, what
Wow.
for my own protection. Look at them all. They
That's a lot.
are beautiful, don't
That's
you think?
That's a lot of meat.
Personally, it is a lot of meat. You're right. Personally, I think I could have thought of a better use for that vitality. But we won't get into that and raise old arguments, will we? Right,
That
so I
Yeah,
think
sounds
you're
good.
going to be wanting to take the machine now. I'll observe that there's still a few tanks left of the stuff that I didn't use on the
Mhm.
50. Got about 4.5 tanks of vitality juice or whatever it is. Any of you want a nice run in the machine? Well, I've been told it's quite enjoyable.
I gotta keep svelte. So I pass. Clickety clackety.
I personally I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
Interesting, but I don't think Buff Kasumi is the way to go.
Kidding me?
I'm buff in my own ways.
All go straight to your ass.
Yeah, so probably.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe it will, I don't know.
What? Were those words?
Yeah, I said well now maybe you don't know, maybe it will, something like that.
He said maybe it will, I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
How did you get that nice pot, I wonder, though?
You could thank a guy in Polonius's realm.
Oh! That is Samatex original.
Yeah,
Nice.
paid a
He
pretty
does
good penny for that.
nice work. Well, I say it's worth it. So, what am I doing with all this gunk?
All the vitality?
Yeah, all the vitality. I was going to say I could take it all, but I think there'd be some sort of objection from the peanut gallery if I tried.
How big are these tanks?
Substantial.
Oh boy.
And you know that to create the buff rats, which again are very buff, but not like they're not that by our buff. They are very large. those took about a quarter of a tank. So the stuff that's left is a substantial amount.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
How big are the tanks?
Each tank you'd say is about 10 feet high and
whoa!
maybe about 6 feet wide or 5 feet wide.
Whoa!
Yeah. I'm not sure if I could.
Okay, that's.
I don't know what
that's
to do
more
with them.
immense. That's a whole aquarium. I was picturing something a little more like person size, maybe.
Do you want to
but
be more
wow.
buff, Baradune?
No,
I
do
figured not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you already passed on that.
Yeah, you're already pretty buff. Probably be pretty uncomfortable.
Do you risk
I
it wants to
have
be
had
buff?
quite enough experience with potions that make you larger. I have no desire to experiment with this one. Are you sure? I think it would look good. No, Greta.
Why don't you do it, Greta?
I have a much different aesthetic.
Same.
Well, I can't do it. I gotta be stealthy. And Vampire already too juiced up.
I
Is he
used to
though?
not be able to bend my arms.
Yeah.
And now I can. Isn't it great? But just enough right before the precipice that is not being able to bend my arms from being too girthy. That's a word that applies to me now.
Strictly speaking,
What a
it's not.
self burn!
Hmm.
Now, as an aside to Kasumi, wait, do you think we could like sell the remainder of the goo back to him, and he could just buy like rat or more buff rats?
I mean,
I don't know
What
what to
if-
do with it other than dump it. Like we can't
So-
carry these with us.
I feel like dumping it's probably a bad idea.
Well,
Maybe-
yeah.
what if we just?
What if we
I don't know.
make all like what if we make like a bunch of like the bugs buff with it if we dump it?
Uh,
Like what if like a buff earthworm just like comes
Oh,
out?
see, that's why we can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't
how-
know what would be. Or those
how-
horrible pig crabs that we
Or I
saw.
mean, hey, maybe it's fine. Maybe you just have to. Maybe it can only be that effects only apply if you do it for the machine. I don't know.
Maybe we could just donate it to Borkrit as a sign of goodwill. Like if he can find a good use for it.
But he. What? But he just found a good use for the ones that we let him have.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying we sell these ones back to him. We're like, you can have these too and have more buff rats, but you gotta start paying us.
I mean, he just wanted this many buff rats. I think.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep those buff rats and mushroom pizzas and whatnot. So yeah,
Mushroom
Shit.
pizza.
yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know. I don't really think there's any reason not to just let him have it.
Because we already we bargained with him that he would don't. Well, I don't know. I guess if he's not gonna use. Well, because what if he's. I guess
I'm
without the
trying-
machine, can you just drink it? I don't know. Ugh.
Maybe he'd
Ugh.
like it.
What?
I don't know.
To
what he
drink
likes.
it? I don't think
Maybe.
he should. I don't think he should.
Yeah, I don't think he should either. But
What if
I
it makes
don't-
him big anyway? Drinking it.
but it's
Forbidden
not.
lime jello.
It's not like dozens upon dozens of Jellos.
What should we do with the rest of the vats? We just leave
I-
them
Why
here?
don't we? Why
We
don't?
either take them and find a way to destroy them, like burn them, or we
Dump
just
it in the
give them back to
volcano?
him.
I
I
mean,
don't want a buff volcano.
even then, I don't even know if we can carry them. My portable hull can only fit so
Can-
much. It already has a bunch of treasure in it.
How heavy are these? How he-
Quite.
Damn, I was gonna
But
be
it
like
all seems
Batfire
to
could
be
do.
from the metal and glass.
Oh, the goo is not.
Batfire sort of like hefts it, and while it's heavy, you can actually lift it. It's much lighter than you would expect if it was filled with, say, water. it appears that yes, the goo is not really goo at all. It's
Or like
some
a
sort of
vapor.
weightless material. Even vapor has mass. That would be heavy.
It's just energy. Okay, that's cool. I guess
Hmm.
Hmm.
makes me even more concerned about how we get rid of it, though. Like, if we crack one of these open, what happens? Where does the goo go? Up, down, everywhere? Is it healthy?
Shake it around town.
Hmm.
You lot seem like you're having problems deciding what to do with this remaining stock.
It's just a lot of goo.
Yeah,
A
it's a lot
little
of
bit,
goo.
yeah.
Hmm. Well, we've got 4.5 tanks.
Oh, what about we take anybody who is injured and give them just a tiny bit of the goo? But like a lot of people?
Yeah, you can do that with a healing spell. We're not wasting my goo on that.
Well, you're not gonna put the goo to use on. You
I
said
mean, would
yourself
you
you don't.
put the goo to use?
How would you? I guess put the goo to
Well,
use.
again, I would just absorb it, but again, I think someone or someones might have an objection to that
You
course of action.
can you just drink it without the machine?
Um,
Is
I
that a
don't
thing?
know,
Have you ever tried it? Oh,
and I'm not going to test it on myself.
yeah.
No, I have not tried it. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what it is. As your large horse friend just discovered, it's pretty weightless, so it's not a liquid.
Hmm.
Yet it clearly settles to the bottom of the vat, so it appears to be one. And he shrugs his flabby, mattress-sized arms. Right. Yeah, I'm thinking. Got 4.5 bats left. I got 4 original buff rats here. I could think of a good way of narrowing it down to just half of that left for you to decide on. If you'd like.
Sure.
What's the idea?
Well, you take those 4 vats and you put it to those 4 guys over there, he says, pointing at the 4 original buff rats who look at each other a little concerned.
A full vat per rat is like that's a lot. I don't know if they'd even be able to move. I don't think that would serve you or them, really.
I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Some interesting things are best kept to the sort of realm of, you know, the mind.
Well, I mean, well, fine. I can't figure out what to do with them, so. Guess we'll just make a bunch more buff rats.
Hmm.
I'm fine with just making some more buff rats.
Do you have any like allies on the council that you could that maybe also want buff rats that you could sell some goo to?
I mean, honestly, if the 10 cat worshippers were
Yeah.
still here, I'd offer it to them, but they're all dead, so
I don't know if
what
they'd
can you
want
do
it.
about that?
Yeah.
Also, yeah, they had that whole thing about like doing it themselves and
You're
whatnot.
kind of
So,
earning things and
right,
yeah.
so it probably wouldn't be taken up on. You know. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. I mean, maybe the offer
Why
it up
don't
to.
we just come back later with the means of getting it out of here? We could set up a path. It's not like we have to worry about that now.
Suppose so. Could be
This
Yeah.
seems like
storage.
Well, you just leave the vats here and you take the machine.
yeah. There's not really like there's no danger at least that I can think of. And then once we're back topside, we'll obviously be able to figure out a better solution. This is not a problem that needs to be fixed on the dime, unless there's a trust issue that I'm unaware of.
I mean, I'm willing to show some faith in this at this point.
Right, well, then by all means take the machine and get out of here, I guess. Stealing my machine.
I will take this
After all I've done for you.
Well, I mean, maybe we could find a controlled situation with which for you to use it at some point.
Oh, yeah, all the work I put into it, maybe you'll let me use my machine. Okay, fine.
I mean, didn't you take this machine from someone else?
They're dead, doesn't count.
Well,
Also, I kind of feel a little invested in this. Bet Player says because some of the recipe is me.
Right, well, I mean, you were the
Don't I have
original.
don't I have some like ownership of this? Isn't this technically mine?
No, I
Oh,
don't think so. Mm-mm.
is
No,
that not how that works?
I mean, it's essentially a different machine. We rebuilt it after you smashed it up. And, yeah, no, I don't think that's how ownership works. No.
All right,
And if it is, I don't like the care.
fair enough. It's just every time I look at buff Skitterkin, all I see is myself. And boy,
Well,
am
I
I.
mean, that's not from you, is it?
No, I suppose you're right.
In fact, you got bunches of Skitterkin vitality in you now, so I think you're even.
Explains why I really want to have some cheese.
Hmm. Right. Well, I guess I'll hold on to these vats then. You
All
hold
right.
on to the machine, and we'll go our separate ways.
That sounds good. Does that
Alright.
sound good with everybody?
Sure.
And with that, Baradon goes over to the machine, and with a grunt, well, actually, first, the machine is disconnected carefully from all of the workings of the various vats, and then Baradon hefts it up, shuffles over to you, Sada.
Hmm?
Hole. The hole.
What?
Spread
Oh, yeah.
out the hole.
I do it. I bring it the hole. I
Okay.
thought.
You spread it out to its maximum size, and at that size, Baradon's able to just sort of shimmy it inside of the portable hole.
Still haven't counted the treasure in there either. Have to do that later.
I believe I told you what the treasure was.
Did you? I can't remember.
Did no one write it down?
Nope.
Did
oh my
you
god.
not enter it into the Banca de Sensi?
Nope. I checked. I think you just told us there was money and stuff, and we just put it in the hole for now. We had nowhere to sell it yet.
You fucking fool!
I'm
Was I
pretty
here
sure
for this?
it was like literal, it was money and gems,
Oh.
and I gave you
Was this
an
from
amount.
the
And this is from
church we were just in? Or is
Yeah.
this from elsewhere? Oh.
This was from the
Trying to remember.
no one
Well,
ever
we'll
put it
just
down.
have to go back and look at the tapes.
Boy.
Okay. Well, I guess I don't get any money then.
No. It
Pretty
was
sure
a
you never
lot of
told us.
money. I'm pretty sure he did, because I remember being like, "Holy cow!" And then we
Yeah,
opened the
let me-
second chest, and it was like the same amount, and I was like,
let me,
"Holy cow!"
1 second, let me like, because I have the recordings here. I just haven't uploaded them yet.
Looking in the chat if we wrote them down to keep track of them, but I don't think we did.
Because I usually would have put down the money in the bank if we could have.
Should we go back and
We
find out
never
what
dealt with
those
the urns, but
mysterious, yeah, the urns?
I
Is
think
it
we're
safe
fine.
to just? I mean, we don't want to leave a ticking time bomb for somebody else to deal with.
Nah,
Since-
it's
Who
fine.
knows what it could be? What if it's like a bomb or a fucked up genie or something? I don't know what
What
could
if
be
it's
kept in
2
an urn.
dogs?
Oh no! Per urn?
Yeah.
Oh!
Let me figure out. Okay, it should be this one. All right, I'll open it up now.
All right, well, figure it out later. And with that, you have enough supplies. You have your potions. You have everything you need to begin your journey back to the surface. Also, Akio, your injuries were all healed by various people,
Nice.
so you
I
can move.
am
They are covered in a lid. Injuries.
1
healed.
second,
I am now healed.
I've gotten to the point in the video.
Say hi to the video me.
Thought you detect no traps.
Seems fine to me.
Well.
What do you think, pal?
Wow. I rolled a 28
Efficient
again.
rolling.
Weird.
Yeah.
Why do you have 6 extra hit points though?
Paladin,
You also detect no traps as you carefully go over the chest.
All right.
Okay.
I try to open it just in case. Is it locked?
As is.
All right.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm about to open up the chest.
it
Let's
easily
see.
yields to your deft fingers, and it
I
pops
know.
open
I know
to
the lock
reveal
now after opening this one.
a similarly stuffed chest full of gold and coins. Another 10,000 silver worth.
Okay, yeah.
You are inhaling
It
your
was
mic.
10,000.
I am?
10,000 in
Sorry.
each.
Okay.
Here, I'll put it in the bank now.
There you go. 20,000 silver pieces to you. And with that, you are all ready to begin your journey. You begin to leave Krithelma, now richer, with a bizarre, life-draining machine. All of you well and truly ready for your next adventure, heading down into the tunnels. You are led
Do we
back
split the
to-
money? Do we split the money 5 ways or 4 ways? What with Bapayar?
4 ways.
Okay.
Bapire is an NPC, voiced by Nuva.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that about Nuva?
I was just wondering how to
Bapire
split
is
the
an
money.
NPC voiced by Nuva.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you begin traveling until you finally reach the gates through which you entered the city
All right.
and
Is
begin heading
is
towards
the Pizzlenet coming? Or no? What is the Pizzle? Wait,
Pi-
Pizzle.
Pizitnit is with you. Yes.
Okay, I figured. Because yeah, we're planning to go see Agamenta shortly after we get it back up. So yeah.
Followed by a Daedalus, the rest of your party, Greta and Baradun.
Nobody missing.
As you, no one is missing.
Phew.
You are actually +1 new person
and a rock.
and
Yeah.
1 rock and a vitality siphon and 20,000 silver.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you begin to journey into the tunnels. Baradun drinks his 2 potions, shrinking down to 5'6" Baradun. Papayar, you need to
Yes, you
put
need to roll
on
that amulet.
that amulet. So 1d32, I believe. Yep. All right. Papayar, you shrink down markedly, substantially, more than typical, becoming quite tiny, but still absurdly muscular. As your features become frog-like, and you become a Gripply.
Hey, again.
Oh God.
A
He was a Gripply when we went to the temple
extremely
too.
buff Gripply.
Hell yeah.
Quick cast mage hand.
It's actually Unseen Servant.
Yeah, unseen servant.
Sorry, quick. Quick cast unseen servant. I made the whole damn thing up, and I still didn't remember.
Okay. And with that, you begin to journey.
Wait, do I actually get unseen servant when I turn into a
Fuck.
Okay, you gotta
Is
stop.
that Kermit the Frog
That's so
vampire
good. Fucking buff vampire Kermit voice. Oh.
Yes, the answer is yes. And Jesus Christ. Okay.
I gotta find this buff Kermit art now.
The answer is almost certainly yes, and I don't want to see it, so don't worry about it. And yeah, you begin.
Here, I got it.
God damn it, Tombstone, bro.
Don't worry, it's good.
Oh,
I feel like in your mind's eye you were envisioning something a lot more seductive.
I mean,
Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
that bulge is making me very
I
uncomfortable.
didn't see the bomb! I somehow didn't see it! Remove it! Remove that filth! Even I am not a fan of. Why does this toy have that?
I don't think that's I think that might be a custom made.
I thought it was just a Kermit head put onto a Hulk.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh my
You may
God.
have conversations as you traverse the tunnels.
Damn, but
So-
we can't talk to Bedalus or Fizzlenet though.
What's the deal with
With airline food?
with tunnels, huh?
There's a
Think
lot of
they'd
them.
have think there'd be bigger ones. Seems like they're all tiny.
The rats are small.
I
Well,
don't mean
yeah,
to be
but
rude.
like
But
natural tunnels.
Fucking sick of tunnels, man.
I hate tunnels.
Alright, well, we'll
but
be under the sky again. And hopefully everything will be
Yeah.
fine and not on fire.
It's just
I can't
the
wait.
air is too still. It's
Yeah.
claustrophobic.
I miss the sea. I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah, or to smell it.
Yeah,
Fresh
I'm gonna
air
take
and
a big
some
old
salt
whiff.
on the air. Wow.
You know it.
We probably have things to do like soon as we return to the surface, but what if we
Right.
just took a beach day and went to Bongo or whatever the fuck that place is called? Bosu? Which one
Yeah,
is it?
Bozu.
Yeah, okay. We
It's
just took a
Bungo.
frickin'
Bungo
beach
is the
day.
fake name, not Bongo.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, I messed up messing it up.
That spa has a very good workout room.
Oh man. That thing really changed your vocal cords, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Frog chords.
I mean, they're still vocal, right?
Remember, if it wasn't for the fact that you guys specifically told me that the Gripplies were southern, this would have been gone.
Oh god.
Anyhow, God. Yeah, I don't know. This felt like we were here for a couple months. I don't even like it. been like only what 2 weeks?
It always feels
No.
that way when we come down here.
It was
Yeah,
only
but this
it's
time
only been
especially.
like it's only been like 2 days.
No
I
way.
don't.
Yeah.
What?
No,
No, we've
it
had
took you
downtime in
took
between.
like 4 days of travel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way.
And you were down there for like 4 days, so
Yeah.
it's going
Yeah,
to take another.
So not
So-
2 weeks. More
There
like
needs
1
to
week.
be a. You guys think that we maybe should like create a means to elevators are a thing in this. Yes, I believe we've
Yeah.
taken elevators before.
There's elevators
Maybe-
at Ven.
Maybe we should make like an elevator so that this entire path doesn't,
Maybe, yeah. But also that'd be a pretty big elevator.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying is it'd be a big project, and
Like-
we could. There's no doubt about it. It's just,
Get the goblins to do it. Except
Oh,
that's probably
yeah.
a bad idea.
I forgot about those fellas. I hope they're all right. They're kind.
As you continue your conversation, you find yourselves at the bottom entrance of the vertical. Oh no, excuse me. You are still in the tunnels.
Oh.
When you have to sleep.
Can we crack open a cold one and keep going? I guess not. All right.
Your first night of rest is comfortable. Well, as comfortable as it can be, with Baradun returning to his normal size, becoming rather cramped.
Mm.
He looks very unhappy about the situation.
Hmm.
But otherwise, the night goes uneventfully. The caves are silent, and you're able to begin again. That bear must, unfortunately, roll again on his necklace because he is no longer a Gripply the next morning and rather fills the tunnel, not unlike Baradun at this point.
3. What's a 3?
And an even.
Nice.
Hey,
Hey, welcome.
I'm
To the winning team.
snapping my fingers at you, pal.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, as Bat Bear shrinks down appreciably, but not tremendously. He's fairly short for an even male, but maybe about 5'8". But he's still enormously jacked, making Pascal look quite small. at this
God
point.
damn it! I wish that I could survive. Like this form
Arm
could make
wrestle.
it to
The
Pascal.
arm wrestle.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Also, you guys should all thank whoever you believe in that I can't do a Scooby Doo voice.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a bullet dodged, I'd say.
Mm.
All right, let's continue.
Right. So Bat Bear has and an even. You are able to fit fairly comfortably through the tunnels again, just as Baradun is able to. At
Sorry,
his
how
own,
tall? Sorry, how tall am I as an even?
About 5'8".
Huh. Okay.
Remember,
okay.
you're a fairly short centaur, so that carries over to whatever
Yeah.
other species you end up. You continue through it, and at this point soon find yourselves at the bottommost entrance into the large spiraling path carved into the side of the vertical lava tube that you
Lava
traversed
tube.
before. Batfire and Baradun, you're both obliged to essentially sidle up it the width of the
Man, I hate these steps.
the width of the actual path being actually too small, frankly, to fit your shoulders and thighs onto normally. And that slows your ascent down and makes it fairly uncomfortable as for the entire time as you begin going your slow ascent, carefully maneuvering around and around the spiraling steps, you are facing into a dark
8 hours of steps.
abyss.
Oh man.
It does take a few hours, yes.
I make sure Greta's next to Baradun this time, and not Akio.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hey, it's
Greta,
worse for Akio this time because he doesn't have his wheelchair.
it's true, Akio. You're obliged to actually walk, and without your wheelchair, which had been able to just secure itself onto the the path. It's actually a little bit more uncomfortable. You're no longer just sitting down and basically doing the old person stair chair.
I'm fine with this. I was angry.
Uh,
Do I roll for something like acrobatics? Like for
no.
balance?
You
No.
don't have to worry.
Why don't
It doesn't
volunteer
require
that?
balance.
That's just steps.
It's just steps.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable, but in the end safe. They do not collapse. They do not become so thin that you must avoid falling off. Behind you, you can hear the sound of Pizitnit's tick 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 spider legs as they sort of reverberate as the metal strikes the stone, echoing down into the abyss and above you into the equally unseen ceiling of the tunnel wherever it goes. Bat by our every other step is a fairly loud clung as your newly metallic leg does vibrate and reverberate a little bit more acoustically than you are used to. As you continue your way up. And Paulina,
Yeah.
make a perception check.
Oh man, I was gonna ask if I heard anything weird down that. Perception. Do I hear anything weird?
Paulina, as you're walking, you can hear Pizitnit's quite clearly. It's just strange. As you've been listening, the quality of it has changed, almost as if they're a little louder and sort of a little bit more echoey.
Oh, like there's an extra set. Oh. What?
Pizitnit sees you from the other side of the tunnel because at this point, your party is quite extended over the spiraling stair. And though it is a fairly large tube, it's maybe about 50 feet across. Pizitnit sees you and narrows her eyes and goes, You are looking displeased. Have I done something to offend you?
No, could you stand still for one moment?
I do not see why, but as you wish.
Why are you making Friday the 13th?
I think something's coming up the tube.
Yes,
Let's
at this
fucking
point,
move.
all of you notice that something has been mirroring Pizitnit's footsteps to hide its own.
Is
Let's
that pighead
let's
crab
fucking
thing?
go.
Oh man, we can't go too fast on this thing, can we?
You cannot go too fast. If you were to speed up past the fairly slow speed that you are ascending at, you would invite acrobatics checks to not fall off. And I'll note that a few of you are really bad at those.
Yeah. But also, we can't fight this thing on these steps.
I can, but that's about it.
I mean, I can't because I don't have to be next to it.
Well, you're gonna be next to it.
Mino looks down and says, I don't think we're going to have a choice,
Oh man.
as looking down, you can see passing through the light from the bottommost door a massive, unholy shape coming into the light of your torches. A horrifying, revolting face of a obscene pig.
No, it's the
Oh,
pig.
Jesus Christ! It's the pig from
Oh
Bloodborne.
God! Look at it.
Context? What?
Oh, it's a Bloodborne pig.
Way back in the day when Pathfinder died, we
Yeah,
crossed
just saw
over a
this thing.
chasm, and this
Yeah.
thing, it had like a messed up crab body or something, and a pig face, and it was in a hole
A
under
pig's
us.
head atop a
Oh.
humanoid body whose
Oh.
arms end in awful,
Ah,
chittering claws
Oh no!
stab his
Does it have an-
claws.
does it have, like,
anchored into a wide, crab-like lower body, and which sits atop
Oh.
6 chitinous legs that are pounding into the side of the walls and pushing it upwards as if it was walking across a horizontal surface.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I have
It-
no
Oh, man.
recollection of this thing.
We're all
As
gonna
we were
die.
kidnapped.
As it comes into your vision, it opens its massive maw, revealing rows of dull, mashing teeth
Oh man, we're all gonna die now. 'Cause
as
we're
it
on a fucking
unleashes
staircase.
a noise halfway between a roar and a squeal that echoes throughout the entire chamber as its claws open to strike. I need you all to roll initiative.
Yikes! Look at this. It's so big. It's
Yeah, we're dead.
It's actually the bloodborne pig. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's no good.
Oh.
Oh, did I get this injury heal at some point?
Yes,
Sammy,
everybody
did
had
you
their
heal my
injuries healed.
Okay,
Yes.
hooray.
Man,
Oof.
this place
Holy.
sucks.
It really
Ooh.
does. Don't like the idea of being underground like this. Just in stone.
I
Now there's a
don't
pig.
remember this. I thought I rolled for Akio. What the hell?
Shit, 14.
I did. Why is it not showing up? Did I whatever.
Apparently, they didn't have its pod selected.
I could have sworn I did. Oh
It's
well.
okay. I'll add yours.
Thank you.
8.03.
I
I just need Kasumi and also Mino. And also
I rolled,
Baradun and
though.
Greta. They're going to help you in this fight.
Yes.
I rolled though.
You
I'm not
did?
sure how much they can help. How much Baradun
I
can
guess
help.
I need to
And
reconnect because
they're both
there it goes.
sidling right now.
Everybody's jumped in, but I rolled. Yeah, I rolled a 24.
Oh, you didn't select your pod though.
I did.
All right, this is weird.
I even made it a point because I moved my pog. I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah, I think something just happened. Something fucky. What? Oh, spooky.
Mino, that was a bad roll. And I also need Baradun, the large. And Greta, the less large. But large in her own ways.
Ha!
Do we have anything that could, like, knock this pig back down this lava tube? 'Cause that'd be great.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
How's it clinging to it?
Crab legs.
It appears to be just walking up the wall as if
Yeah.
it was like not a weird thing to do at all.
I thought the staircase was a spiral staircase. Damn.
It is. But the walls of the tube are, around it.
Okay.
You're walking around the interior of a cylinder, effectively.
Okay. I thought it was on the outside and the cylinder was in the.
No, we're
Nope,
just
that would not work underground.
just
Okay.
over an abyss.
Okay.
I mean, it would work underground, but I just figured like the stairs were attached to the walls. But now they're just floating there while the walls are adjacent to them, or I don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
They are carved into the interior wall
Okay.
of the tube.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of 13s.
Yep.
Just
Fate wants
rolled.
us to die.
Yeah, we're gonna die. It's fine.
It's
Yep.
fine.
It happens
Nah.
all the time.
It's all right. I already have my next character planned out.
Well, on the
he's-
bright side, you didn't have the best rolls, but giant pig monster, as it turns out, had worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat him.
All right.
Don't
And
eat
with
'em.
that, yeah, I would not suggest eating this thing. D&D battle music. Battle music 2.
Oh.
Kasumi, can you like make the wall where it's gonna step all icy and slippery and then it just slips and falls?
It's a fun thing about that. I can.
Yeah.
I actually just took that ability.
Ooh, fabulous.
Okay.
don't know if it'll
Kasumi
work, but-
Makoto,
It-
the horrifying thing that you don't even know what it is accelerating up towards you guys.
Okay, how far away is it?
It's about 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so let me check the range on Grease, because it works as that spell.
I like how it looks like the pig is smiling.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
He's just chilling.
I was
It's happy.
here waiting. I was here waiting for you guys, and now,
I get to
I've
eat
come-
you.
Or maybe say hello.
Hang on.
No, he's gonna eat you.
Oh well. I'm not allowed to eat him. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so I luckily have just enough range for this then. I kind of lean over and I point a hand out right on its horrible little claws, and a 10-foot square of slippery, icy material forms underneath its feet, and it has to make a reflex save.
Okay. Amusingly, it's only affecting like a few of its feet because that is the actual size of its paw in comparison to yours. It is a gargantuan creature.
Oh,
Yeah.
But but it still does need to make a reflex save regardless.
Yeah. DC. Need to double check what the DC would be. Let's see. So 10 plus. God, I always forget how to calculate DC.
1/2 your level plus your Constitution score, or it's Constitution
7.
modifier rather.
Can it be score? So it's 17 plus 6, so 23. Probably will
Okay.
pass it with ease, but you know.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and tell you, this thing does not have a very good reflex save. I am going to give it a slight advantage because, as I noted, not all of its
It's
legs are
big.
in the ice patch. But yeah, it's still not the best. So it rolls. I rolled a 15 plus its modifier. It does actually succeed, even without the little +2 that I gave it.
Yeah.
But only just. It visibly slips a bit as the ice spreads along the around the feet on its or the crab legs on the right side, but it is able to secure itself with its left legs and maneuver off of the patch and continue heading upwards towards you. Sada, it is your turn.
Can I reach this thing?
Well, that's a good question. Perhaps it'd be good to know what exactly
Yeah.
is your marching order.
Hmm.
I assume Bad
Who
Bayar
is this
first.
thing going to reach first?
I guess Bad Bayar.
You're,
Well, no,
Wait,
if
no,
that
he-
fire is first, he'd be highest up.
Blessed.
Okay.
God
Go
damn
here.
it.
You know that Barra and Greta are next to each other.
I'm probably near the end in case anybody slips. I'd be able to
Rakia would probably
hopefully
be in
go
the middle,
after
yeah.
them. Where Kasumi is.
And we'll see.
Damn it!
Mina would probably be next to Kasumi.
Mina would absolutely be next to Kasumi. And we'll use a
Yeah.
single pog to represent Pizitnit and Betelus, since they're
Yes.
not really going to be in combat in this.
I'll be in the middle.
Alright, what's a good... Alright. What's a good escort mission pog? This one looks good.
Let me see.
There we go.
That's exactly what they look like.
What the
Um,
fuck?
So, yes. Sada, you're actually up near the front.
Yeah.
You're a good 30 feet higher than everybody else.
Hmm.
And I will mark that off as increments of 10 feet, basically.
Okay.
So everyone below this line, 60 feet away. Everyone below this line is... Oops, move that over. Everyone below this line is 70 feet away from the monster, and everyone above that line is 80 feet away.
Hmm. So you're saying I'm pretty far away from the monster?
Yes,
What if I
80
jumped?
feet.
What if I jumped onto it?
You would very rapidly become much closer.
That seems like a bad idea, though. Or is it?
I'm...
Yes.
It's a potentially dangerous idea. The thing fills much of the tube as it's proceeding upward, but doesn't fill all of it. You could potentially fall past, and you don't know where this terminates.
Probably bad, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be great.
I ready an attack if it gets closer.
Okay. You attack with your sword, attack with what?
My sword, my katana.
Okay. Paulina Khalil,
Yeah.
is your turn.
Yeah. Ugh. How close is it to me?
It is about 60 feet away from you.
Yeah, great.
And
I'm.
closing quite quickly.
That thing's
Jump.
gonna. And I'm not gonna jump. Okay?
Do like a flying kick to its gourd.
It's out of range for flying kick.
Well, I mean, not if you're falling.
Not if I'm flying. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm also going to prepare for it. And this thing's gotta be evil. Look at it. It's a horrible abomination.
From what you... Well, you can roll knowledge religion.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Is this thing a known thing, or is it just like a awful thing?
Let's find out.
Anyway, let's find out. 16? Doesn't ring any bells?
You have no idea what exactly this is, except that you recall seeing it guarding the Temple of Budapest, so you presume that has something to do with her.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I guess it's not just a thing that hangs out. Like, it was there for purpose.
You do know that Budapest, celestial or infernal servants do tend to look like horrible chimeric amalgamations of other monsters. You did fight trignodils at one point, which were a mix between a two-tailed scorpion, a centipede, and a baby's head. So
Oh, did we do that?
yes,
Yep.
Oh,
Marco tied them up.
Yes,
that's
Marco.
horrible.
That's pretty cool.
yeah, they are horrifying. And well, for good reason. They are called horrors of Budapest.
Great. Well, yeah, I will mark that thing as a thing to be smote.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Smite
prepare
Evil goes
my
down on this thing.
Yeah, look at it. Horrible. I'm ready to punch.
Okay. Greta goes next, and she is going to do a spell as she looks down and goes, "Uh oh." Let me see. She just got access to 7th level cleric spells.
Woo!
Nice.
Man, 7th level.
Which, for one thing, means that she can cast Regenerate, so she could actually have just regenerated Akios. um. But would she have told Akio that?
Wait,
Probably
sorry, I walked away. What happened to me?
not. Nothing happened to you, and that's the issue. Greta now has the ability to cast Regenerate, which would have regrown your leg.
What?
But now you got a cool golden jumping leg.
Yeah, really, I think
Oh.
you came out ahead.
I came out of leg.
Yeah, there you go.
thankfully.
Ah,
What happens if she casts healing on me?
You
Does
don't
that
want to.
just
You don't want to know.
does that? Am I just never like? Is she aware? Like, what happens? Is that optional? Does like my leg like come and give me? Hey,
well,
can
Regenerate
do
is
this-
its own. Regenerate
Oh.
is its own spell.
okay. I
You
thought
have
this
to
was
cast
like
that on you specifically.
yeah. I thought this
he
was like
is-
a whole.
She waves her arms around and casts
Oh my gosh.
Cat's Grace on everyone.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, cool.
So that is a +4 enhancement bonus. So if you
Ah.
don't have an enhancement bonus to dexterity
do,
already,
so-
you get one now.
Damn. Well, everybody else enjoy that.
To Dex what?
It's an enhancement bonus to dexterity. So
Oh.
if you have an enhancement bonus to dexterity already, it doesn't really do very much. But
Oh.
I
because they
don't.
do not stack. But if you don't, then you get a +4 enhancement bonus to your dexterity, which is
Oh, I've been
good.
putting my bonus progression into enhancement. That's not where that goes, is it?
No, your automatic bonuses from automatic bonus progression are enhancement bonuses.
Just. Oh, okay. So then, nothing. I see.
Yes. So a few of you are the people who most need it. Basically, are now a little bit better at balancing.
Yes.
And also have a +2 to their armor class, which is helpful. And she is going to start moving a little bit. Well, you're sort of spread out. She begins moving a bit closer to Akio, up the stairs, and actually shifts into the 80-foot section. It is now Mino's turn. Mino is also going to see this thing coming up towards her, and she is going to take one of her throwing spears and chuck it down at it. That actually hits. Good job, Mino.
Nice.
Yeah, she hurls a throwing spear, and it hits the chitin and of its lower body and actually chips a chunk off. It doesn't really seem to notice that much, but it was an impact. So first blood goes to Mino.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a sliver of HP from its HP bar missing. Baradin. Baradin is a little upset by the situation because Greta is moving ahead, so he wants to protect Greta. But the thing is down there, so he can't punch it. For the time being, he is going to physically grab Fedalus and Tizitnit and move them in front of him, between him and Greta, such that it will now be interacted with first before them or anyone else. Batbear, is your turn. Batbear. Right.
Apologies, I am back.
Well, Batbear is an NPC, so I would actually be figuring this out.
That's
Batbear is going
fair.
to do the same thing essentially with Sada and Akio. And shift two spaces closer to the bottom of the thing. Akio, is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna roll intimidate. Wait. This thing isn't sentient enough to recognize fear.
You don't know that, but you do know it's 80 feet away, which is outside the range of your dance.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, then I guess. Wow, that's when it went back to normal. So it's 30 feet. Oh wow, I'm gonna need to use 2 moves to get close. Yeah, it's 30 feet unless I run. But who's surrounding the pig right now? Is anybody close? I kind of don't want to put myself in.
Not yet, I don't think.
Oh, also, yeah, I guess I don't want to take a chance and, fucking fuck what I do. I'm gonna use 2 moves and get within range, 60 feet.
Well, that's the thing. Right now, your move actions can only switch places with the people next to you.
Oh.
If you notice, Akio, you're way in the front next to Sada. You have a very large Anibin and Greta between you and even the next level.
Hold on. What? Wait. I'm not sure what to do. I guess... Can I... No, I'm too big to go under them. I guess I'll hold my turn?
Do you have any sort of ranged weapon that you can use?
Not up? Wait, no, I'm pretty sure not. Let me check my inventory just to be safe. Oh, Akio's pretty simple. He does a sword dance and then goes in and hits.
Always good to have a ranged option just in case of situations like this, or flying enemies.
Yeah, you're right. Oh well, I hold my turn then.
Okay. Akio stands there, looks intimidating.
As soon
then
as
this thing.
we're able to move forward, I will.
Stomp, 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 stomp. It is now 30 feet away. Excuse me, 20 feet away. And it is going to extend one of its claws towards you, Kasumi.
I didn't even hit it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Mino did. It's going to extend one of its claws towards Mino.
I didn't mean it, Mino. I love you.
And
Goodbye.
grab at her because it has 20 feet of reach. Right? 10 feet, 15, 20. Yes. All right. So it snaps at Mino, with one of its giant claws. Mino is hit. Mino takes 23 strain as the claw snaps at her, and it is going to try and grab her. It successfully does. So yeah, Mino is grabbed off of the
No!
is grabbed off of the wall and is now being held in one of the claws of the horrible monstrosity that is trying to kill you. Why is Mino's? Oh, right, that's why. Mino has a lot more health than she thought. I forgot to kill her.
Ah.
Oh, I should have spent my move action on wind jump. That would have been nice.
Okay, Kasumi, it is your turn. You just saw Mino get grabbed off the wall and is now quite a bit lower in the claw of the horrible pig monster, the horrible pig crab man, suspended over an abyss.
That seems like a bad place in general right now.
It's a problem.
Okay, let me look at my abilities real quick and see if I have anything. There's something I could do to help get her, unfortunately. But okay, this is a good moment to do it. So seeing this, Kasumi, understandably upset, right? We were all on the same page about that.
Yes.
And
Oh, wait a second.
she, huh?
Nothing, keep going.
Oh, yeah. She leans over the banister and holds her right hand out, and as she does, it's instead of the usual ice forming at it to shoot out, her hand, specifically around her wedding ring, starts to spark. And then at the same time, a little bead of cold air kind of goes around it, and it shoots.
Ah.
That's maximized, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
A maximized Frostfire Blast. That is versus touch, and that hits. So, as it turns out, a giant, horrible pig monsters have low touch ACs. It does have resistance against both fire and cold. I do not believe those stack though, so it's just going to be 10 off the top. Yeah, that's how many d6?
That is
16.
16. Yeah, my blast damage just went up.
16 d6 plus 3. 99 damage.
Nice.
All right, that's a substantial, much more substantial chunk of its hit points. Your blast, your Frostfire Blast, this helix of cold and fire that spirals down, hits it square in the chest, and it squeals hideously, roaring in pain and wretchedness. as your energy washes over its torso, leaving a mark of mixed frostbite and burn. However, it does not fall, although it does lose its footing a bit, and it snaps its horrible claw into the wall to keep from falling.
I do yell for Pow to get Mino.
Yeah.
Okay. Sada Ryudo, is your turn.
Sal's,
Yes.
could I land on this thing's face?
You could land on its body or face or some body part, yes.
Alright. Sada jumps.
It is facing up towards you, so.
Okay. I'm gonna
Are
land
you
on
doing
it.
a Dark Souls jump attack?
Yes.
A falling attack? Okay, you take the pose of the falling attack and just fall the 40 feet or so. So you take fall damage.
I'll roll my acrobatics to hopefully minimize the damage a bit. think
You
I
want
can
to
do
attack it or do you want to minimize the damage?
Okay, no, I want to attack it.
Okay.
I
You
couldn't
take
remember if that was an action or not.
You take 12
Alright.
fall damage.
Mhm.
And yeah, make your attack roll.
Alright. You just see Sada jump off the stairs and fly downwards at this thing. Alright. Let me find my there it is. Alright. Here, I'll uncheck these for now. Alright. Sada plunges down her katana into this thing's friggin' face.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Sada, you slash down into it with your katana. And this thing is incredibly durable. Even with the might of this blow behind it, its awful hide does resist the damage substantially. The fire seems to do nothing, but the holy does.
Nice.
And you do appear to have injured it.
I also get some sneak attack damage as well because I moved at least 10 feet. So.
You technically fell 40 feet, so yes, strictly speaking, you did move 10 feet.
Yes. Alright. Hey, nice. Oh, I got 1/6.
Additional 19 damage. Okay. It oinks and squeals at you as your blade slashes into its giant, flabby, meaty chest.
Hell yeah.
Kalina, is your turn. Sada where did Sada go?
I moved myself onto it because I jumped down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you couldn't see it. That's good. Yeah. I could see myself, but.
Are the attacks on it like loosening it from the wall at all? Like, is it? Are things looking precarious
Kastumi's
down there?
blow seemed to do so. Yes.
Oh boy. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. Try to help Mino. I can get myself back up with my fire powers if it starts falling, but Mino can't.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing to do to help Mino would be to get her away from this thing, and that's not really a thing I'm good at other than me killing the thing. So I guess I'll try to kill the thing first, and then we'll think about falling into the abyss part afterwards. I'm gonna spend the key point as a swift to put the lightning on the fists, and then I guess I'm flying, kicking down into this. Yeah, I'm gonna just jump straight down,
Hell
crackling
yeah.
lightning and like holy energy from the smite, and I'm just gonna kick this thing straight in the pig nose, I guess.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, hiya, I guess. Hiya.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Okay.
Yeah, is this thing an outsider or is it just evil?
It is an evil outsider.
Woohoo! Cool.
So
So-
you get a bonus to your
Attack. My bonus to the attack is, I think, 2, because I have a +2 to charisma now. Hooray.
Well, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's pretty good.
Well,
That
no,
was-
I mean literally, and it
Yeah.
it turns the 4th attack from a miss to a hit.
Wicked.
Hey.
Heck yeah, smite you.
Okay,
and
so
then-
3 of those attacks hit.
Yeah. Okay. So the very first one gets bonus damage because it's an evil outsider because it's smite. It gets 2 points of damage per level on the first successful hit, which is good. I guess you get your calculator out.
Yeah.
I know.
Many numbers.
And then per consecutive successful hit, it's just normal smite, which is +1 per level, right?
Right. And you're level what? 15 now.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
that's
8
30 additional on
plus-
the first one.
All right, your electricity damage doesn't appear to be doing anything to it.
Damn, anything
But-
at all. Okay.
The punching, however, is
Yeah.
plus 30. God.
Yeah. And
12,
then 15 per.
15 plus 8
Smite,
plus
smite,
15
Did
plus
a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad.
11 plus 13 plus. Yeah, considering that this is subtracting 10 from everything. 14.
Oh, smite evil attacks automatically bypass any damage reduction.
Oh my god.
Plus 30.
Hell yeah.
Hell
It's
yeah!
like what? Over 130 some odd?
You did this, Sal's.
Yep. Give the monk smite, he said. It'll be fine, he said.
The monk that hits
He beat
so
me.
many times in a round.
Yep.
That's so lot of
It's almost
smite.
as if the classes were not meant to have
Yeah.
the same, or at least to have it scale just as easily. You just dealt 156 damage
Very cool.
to this monster.
How is it looking?
Great.
You, in 3 heavy kicks and punches, you like put 3. As Pow falls towards this monstrosity and it turns its face up towards you to stare at you and open its slavering maw to accept the offer of your flesh. Around your arm appears another arm, a translucent platinum arm that looks like it is like 3 times your overall mass. That encasing platinum silvery light arm plows into this thing's nose, and the nose just like caves into its face. It doesn't die from this because it is a horrible outsider and is not subject to normal normal biology, but it is clearly hurt as you unleash a pair of other blows into its torso, and each time your limb is encased in this same gigantic light limb around it that smashes into it and leaves great just impact craters in its body. By the end of it, it is barely holding on. Mino is still held in one of its claws, but it looks horribly injured
I'm gonna spend a key point.
and is squealing in pain.
Spend a key point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll try to hit it one more time. I'm gonna try to hit it, and I'm gonna try to. I don't know if it's stunnable, but I'm gonna try to stun it.
Okay.
too many buttons. This one.
Well, that hit.
Boop.
So that's 15 plus 15 is 30 plus 11 is 41. All right.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Man, we were really afraid of this thing.
I mean, yeah, it couldn't take 197 damage all in one round, as it turns out.
Yeah, you drop a monk down a tunnel at this thing with like the fist of the breaker, like she's gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah, as it turns out, evil outsiders don't like being smite eviled, and being
Don't like
smote
being
eviled by something that attacks 6 times in a round is worse. So yeah, Rita, explain what this final blow looks like.
Oh man, it's troubling because I don't understand the scale of this monster at all. How big of a pig head does this thing have?
This thing's head is like the size of a wagon.
Ah, what?
Yeah.
That's worse than I thought.
Yeah, it's really big. It's honestly, its pig head is a little outsized even for its body. So yeah, it's got a lot of mass up there. And it's jiggly pig folds.
Ew. Yeah, after those initial hits, I guess it's looking real mad, real rough. And then it's just with that glowing platinum arm. It's like the 1-inch punch sort of situation. Just to like right between the eyes, and that just
So you like hold it,
caves its
hold it
skull.
for a second,
Yeah.
and then just pop.
Yeah, one final little, it thinks it's done, and it's like, no. And the impact from that just like creates a crater, like right between the eyes.
You
Damn.
see its eyes beginning. It's hard to see its eyes because they're so sunken into the fatty folds
So
of its
gross.
face. But as you hit it right in its forehead, you just see its forehead begin to depress under the pressure of the arm. Its eyes begin to bulge and bug out as they are forced out from its skull, and then it disappears.
Ah.
Oh, right. Whoops. We all
The three
start
of you,
falling.
Mino, Pralina, and Sada, are now suspended in space above the abyss before you begin to fall.
How much time?
Well,
This is a big tunnel.
you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might be falling for a while.
I mean, Sada,
That's the problem, in fact.
Sada can like use a
Like Featherfall
blade,
or
no blade
Monk.
rush. Blade rush.
Oh.
So I can just turn into
Yeah, like a double
I
jump?
can turn into fire.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What about
Okay.
Mino and Pao though?
We can figure some things out.
Sada, you're able to blade rush over to the side.
Yeah, I spend a burn and
Nino
use
is
blade
still
rush.
follow. Nino is still falling, and so is Pow. Pow, what do you
Yeah.
do?
I spend a key point to grant myself a fly speed. It's not like a perfect flying speed, it's more like, big cool jumps or whatever. But I want to try to position myself so I can grab Mino around the waist and then try to like kind of kick off a wall
air?
in our descent, or in the air, however it works, whatever monk flavor, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically you catch Mino, and then you sort of crouching tiger, hidden dragon, just kick down, and the impact of that is enough to propel you back onto the path of the wall.
Yeah, like
And-
Sada like bursts in the flame, like turns into like an imperial dragon made of flame, just goes to the nearest staircase.
so dope. I do like the lady butterfly thing where I just like come to a stop in the air and then bounce up gracefully
Hell yeah.
with Mino in my arms. Totally different kind of showboating.
My skin turned kind of purple.
That's nice.
Where are we in relation to everybody else right now?
You're
40
quite a
feet
bit.
down.
You're a bit below them, but
Okay.
you're able to slowly make your way all the way back up.
We're
Your
back.
marching order is messed up, but
Yeah.
yeah, everybody saw what just happened, and yeah, there's a lot of eyes locked on Paulina actually. After seeing her dive into the horrible pig monster and just body it.
Hey, I got a good hit in.
Yeah, when
Yes, you did.
she puts Mino down, she's just like looking at
I
that
didn't-
arm and like flexing her fingers a little bit, being like,
Well,
didn't really even
the
do
arm
anything.
has
I just
sort
kinda
of,
sit here.
as the fog nest disappeared,
yeah,
the arm has sort of disappeared as well.
yeah, but she's just
Um,
like thinking about it, like, what the,
Thinking about them arms.
yeah. Ted
um,
let me his fucking strength, and that was cool.
Greta is looking down at you with just a mix of bemusement and a little bit of an intimidate. She looks. It's very rare for her to let her mask fall like this, but she is wearing her expression on her sleeve right now. Maybe a little attractive. Anyway, um, you are able after that to continue your journey. A little bit shaken up, but otherwise unharmed. Mino is looking towards the abyss every so often with just like discomfort, obvious discomfort, after nearly falling down it.
Yeah.
But eventually, the first people in front begin reaching the place where another lava tube branches off, and soon you're able to alight on a more horizontal surface as you guys finally all filter into the new horizontal lava tube.
We did it.
Greta
Now there's
walks
just
up
another
to you,
couple days.
Paulina, and goes, "That was a fog nest of Voodoo-vast."
A what?
And
I've never.
What?
We'd seen one before.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the same one, but that thing's lived in my nightmares ever since.
Yeah.
I seems like
I
didn't have much
Hey,
trouble.
what do they call the centipedes with baby faces?
Trignodils.
Ah, okay.
That's a dumb name.
That's horrible. Creeps me out.
The demons of Voodoo-vast are horrifying, literally, opponents. You dealt with that one as if it was a nuisance.
I mean,
I think we're just tired.
I didn't do it alone.
No, I suppose you didn't. You clearly have the favor of a god with you.
Don't worry, I softened it up for her.
And I did not help at all.
Kasumi kind of leans against a wall and just kind of looks at her hand for a few.
Hey, you got weird ice fire now, Kasumi. What was with that? You copy my deal
What's-
now.
Oh, what's that?
I got angry. I sit there for a moment and kind of flex my hand back and forth, and then a little
Also,
little
how
flame
does that
pops
even
out.
work? Wouldn't that be like? Wouldn't it just become water?
You got a little flame on your finger? Like a little light? You got a little Zippo lighter?
What are you?
So they got they got a little fire.
Wow.
I kind of like juggle it back and forth between my hands.
That's new.
Yeah.
Good job.
Uh-huh. Weird. You had a glowy fist.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you've been working towards, though, right? Or something. Along those lines.
I didn't think.
Mastery of elements.
Yeah, mastery of water. I didn't think this was a possible thing.
You all right?
Confused, but sure.
Yeah.
Let's
Sounds
go.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be a possibility.
Why?
Because
Why?
both get
Turn
big.
towards Baradun, and he is filling the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, but
What?
Are we out of potions?
Well, the one I took today just wore off.
Yeah.
Apparently.
oh,
How far
do
off?
you
I
rest?
guess, so I guess we rest then, huh?
Yeah, because it's been like 8 hours now.
Yeah, that's
Well,
okay.
we could just rest on the corpse of the thing we killed.
No, we can't.
It,
It fell.
It
Yeah,
disappeared.
no,
Yeah.
it disappeared. 'cause
Oh,
it's
yeah, it
outside.
disappeared. Yeah.
It went poof.
Fair.
He went back to where it came from.
We're still helping.
So yeah, you're able to then set up camp. And after a hearty meal, courtesy of Greta, you're able to rest again for the night. Another night where you have no cause to fear, evidently. Nothing approaches you in the tunnels. And the most awful thing that lived down here no longer does.
That's good.
Soon, you decide that it is once again time for you to begin your journey. And another day of travel continues. A third day, you begin finding your way into what you recall as being the upper tunnels, the sort of switchback tunnels that lead directly out of Sharado. It's getting late in the day by the
Yes.
time that you get quite close to the exit, and as you are getting into where the stone turns to dirt, Baradun returns to 11 feet tall, his head plunging up through the dirt
We have to dig them
and
out.
into a street in Sharado. There is
This Minecraft?
from people for everyone behind him. You are now faced with Baradun's basically his lower body, as dirt falls around him, and
You're
above
staring right
him.
at Baradun's butt.
Yes, you are.
Finally
Um,
toned.
Well, actually, if you recall his introduction, it's not. It is Kasumi-like, we'll say. You can hear a number of people screaming.
Oh no.
Oh my god, there's minotaurs coming out of the ground!
It's fine, everything's fine, we're just stuck. Be cool. Screaming up through the dirt.
Yeah, whoever was ahead of Baradun can continue out of the tunnel. Those behind are rather well stuck.
Does Greta have like any spells that are helpful?
Greta does eventually get over to you, and you can hear her imploring Polonius for assistance. At which point Baradun does shrink down again,
Alright.
and Greta, all right, quickly, that's only going to last about a minute. Hush.
Hurry up and pull him
yeah,
out.
And eventually, you all do get out of the tunnel once more. Oh, just out of curiosity, on this third day of travel, Batfire, what did you end up turning into?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't I? Oh, let's
You were
roll.
in even, but you that one ran out.
Yeah.
We roll. Here we go.
A
I'm a
4.
4, baby. What
A
am I?
4.
What do I turn into? Do I turn into something unmentionable, like
Roll again. You
new?
rolled centaur.
Why don't I
Four.
And
become a?
Four
his
legs.
Why don't
top
I
half
become?
also turns into it like a centaur, so it's
Yeah,
like a
why
double
can't I be
centaur.
double centaur?
No, it just doesn't change.
21. I won
Roll.
the blackjack.
All right. You become human-like, but
Ew.
your body. Well, no, you become as a human, except your flesh takes on a sort of stony texture, and your hair becomes your color. Your hair is like a really dark brown. It actually becomes crystalline and like an onyx, as you become
Alright,
Moriad.
alright.
Sorry, what is that race?
Uh, like if you know how Ifrit are people influenced by the plane of fire, an
Uh
Oread is someone influenced by the plane
huh.
of earth.
Guys, I kind of do I get to eat a rock?
Yes.
So actually, as soon as you become an Oread, you suddenly became extremely comfortable while traveling underground.
You guys,
Everyone else
maybe
is still grousing, but
That's
you're just
nice.
like, oh, this is great. Actually, what?
we should stay here some more, you guys. Come on, pre-K. You know what? I kind of like it right here. Like, look, I'm gonna take a big sugar rock and put it in my mouth. Oh, it tastes like a good rock.
Oreads also do not eat rocks.
Damn it!
But can they?
Give
No.
me,
Why
give
not?
me
No.
the race that eats rock.
There are no races that eat rocks unless this is not a Hyrule campaign. Gorons are not here.
It really upsets me that Korans eat rocks, and they also live in. Their home is made of food.
I mean, yeah.
Anyhow.
Why not? It's that's,
How do you think they build those big tunnels?
yeah.
Big Goron gotta eat.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, eventually
Sorry.
you make your way out into Shirado once more, with only a slightly caved-in street to show for it. Kunoichi Jin is rushing towards you, his hands on his head at the sight of the new pothole in his street. But then he sees you emerging from the tunnel and he goes, "Oh, you are back,
Yeah.
my lady. It is and my lords and everyone. It is it
We
is
brought a rat
ever
back
a
with us.
pleasure. I noticed, and a most unique one at that. Keep your eyes to yourself, human. Yes. I am so pleased to have you back in Shirado, Lady Sada, and everyone. Welcome back.
Thank
Can
you.
I interest you in the use of the hot spring?
Maybe.
Kunoichi Jin is not trying to hide it, so you don't need to roll sense motive. He looks nervous.
What's up?
What's going on there? Seem a little stressed.
Um, well, Lady Sada, I should. Yes, you need to know about this immediately. Soldiers have landed near Hayaba.
Fuck.
From
That's
where?
not good.
From
Shogunate soldiers.
That's
That's all
bad.
I know.
Yeah.
News has been sent throughout the island. I don't know the numbers or what has happened. But this is a few days old at this point, and I have not had many missives from the capital since then. In fact, I have none.
Fuck. Okay.
Where's the
Uh,
airship?
it's here. Or no, it's not here because we didn't take it because we had Varadun with us. It's still at the it's
God,
still in the
could you-
Abba.
Oh,
Yeah.
Could you imagine if someone stole the airship?
You do appear rather well journeyed out.
Yeah. We gotta deal with this shit.
I want to sleep.
Our all the accommodations of the of the hot springs are, of course, at your disposal. What happened to you? He says, looking at Pathfinder.
What?
Uh,
Oh, you know, when you live underground without looking at the. I don't know what I'm trying to sing. Hey, I'm made of rock now. I'm a rock person. Yeah. You never see one before? I'm rock. I'm chiseled, bro.
It's temporary.
I'm
Let-
stone hard. Wait, damn it.
Hmm.
Look, I was trying to come up with rock jokes. Get off my back. Damn it. I'm out. Anyhow, how are you, man? I went.
It's bad. It sounds like.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset.
How are you, man?
Sorry, I was. Look, rock jokes are hard. I'm new to this.
We've possibly been invaded.
Oh, right,
Actually,
yeah.
we've probably have totally been invaded.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like thinking on it now, and Aokio's saying this, not bad by our. Yeah, actually, kind of when thinking about it right now, having all the people that kind of control every branch of government kind of being missing, that kind of removes the chain of command, doesn't it? Oh,
Hey, we left some people out there.
yeah, but they're not
Some
us.
competent people.
Did you see what Pow did to that monster?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
Well, would you like to rest?
God, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
but
rest
first,
quick.
yeah, but first I'm gonna take a breath of this fresh air, and Akio just kind of starts taking gulps. Oh my god, it tastes so damn good.
You liked
Oh.
being underground, though.
No,
Wow, Bear
Akio's
did.
talking.
Oh, Akio. Yeah.
Also,
Akio
Beth
liked it.
Bayard hated it 90% of the time.
Yeah, just had a change of heart recently.
Yeah. He literally wasn't allowed to be himself for most of the adventure.
Yeah.
All right. You make your way into the Sherrado hot spring, where you are immediately waited upon by the attentive staff. Every need of yours is met. However, you do have this pall of uncertainty over you,
Yeah.
as you don't know what precisely has transpired in the interim. With that, we're actually going to stop for the day, unless you guys want to RP your time in the
I
Toronto Hot
sleep.
Spring.
I clean. I sleep.
I-
I get all this dirt off me.
I
It's a
can't
good time to hop off, honestly.
Yeah. That's what Sada does. Get all the
Okay.
mud and dirt and all the voodoo vast guts. I don't even fucking know. Do the guts
Ooh,
disappear when we
Yes.
kill
one
it?
thing.
Okay,
One
the guts
thing I
disappear.
do when we're in the hot spring. One thing I'm just like, give me a cup. I'm gonna show you guys
Hello?
a magic trick. Give me a cup.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like I guess it's a good thing we decided to go because my internet's going out.
Uh-oh.
There he goes.
Uh-oh.
All right, tell us the magic trick, Rita.
Hello?
Hurry.
Bye, Neva.
I scoop up some of the hot spring water in it, and it turns to wine. And I go, huh?
What the fuck?
All right, am I back?
So-
Hello, there
and
we
then
go.
that's where it ends.
Is Pow
Okay.
just Jesus now?
Dumbest spell ever.
Pow is just Jesus now.
Oh yeah, Rita, did you tell everyone what you did this level?
Took a level in cleric.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are literally a carpenter.
Yeah, and a spell enhanced water, you could turn
Wait,
water
that's just.
into alcohol.
Wait, that's just a. So hey, Akio's gonna multi-class into a cleric now.
Yeah, no kidding. That's so funny.
God damn it.
But
Hey, that
You-
means you have cure light wounds now, don't you?
Yeah.
literally,
yeah.
You know,
literally,
not-
I'm
not great,
actually. If you do that,
Mhm.
I will take into consideration
Coming
of
up
having. like Akio sees that and is like his cartoon wise his jaw drops to the floor like wait, I never have to
Yeah. You could
I don't
probably be a
know.
follower of Kelda, right?
I think what I didn't
Seems
expect.
in line.
Yeah. I think
Zelda's
what I
very
didn't
popular with mercenaries.
Yeah, I think what I didn't expect to do with Akio is every opportunity I have where it's like, how much can I get away with drinking with this character? Like, I now have a hip flask, a coat that sips.
Built into
What
your
a-
leg.
and one of my compatriots can turn water into wine.
All right. I'll talk to you
Yeah.
guys later.
All right. See
Okay.
you later.
Have a
Okay.
good night, everyone. I hope you
Goodbye.
enjoyed the session.
Yes.
I certainly did. You made a fool out of that fog nest. And yeah, until next week when we find out what happened on the island while you were underground.
Yes.
And
The
as an aside,
I hope the Little League thing happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Your special prize. I will actually extend that out for
Ah.
another week. And I think I'm going to alter the thing. I should have explained this at the beginning, but I was expecting more prose rather than just a single plot point. But yeah, if so, there's been a lot of them offered by Jake and Toom. So pick one of those and just like a paragraph explaining of a little story around one of those plot points. And it can
I'm
be
doing
anyone you
bone
want.
ship. Stay away
Alright.
from bone ship. It's
Oh,
mine.
I'll try, I guess. I have my buddies that I could talk. So
Alright.
wait, where are these plot points? Sorry.
They are up in the chat a bit.
I'm gonna do the one where Shin and the envoy from T fuck.
What?
That I'll just tell you would not happen. So I might, if I would consider avoiding that one.
Okay.
I must have misheard.
Look, I came up with a lot of ideas. That was one of them.
You did. But yeah, pick one of those ideas, one of your own, and just like a little paragraph long story about any or multiple of your NPC friends back on the surface while you were down there for 2 weeks.
Man, okay.
Rita, you're
I hope.
excused due to severe work fuckadiness.
Okay.
Alright.
Well,
Until
with
next
that-
time.
Good
And
night.
Just
Good
so you
night.
know, the
Oh.
winner will get a special fancy prize for
Yes.
their player
Is
character.
it real money?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a car.
It's a
Yes,
brand
I
new
will buy
car.
I will buy you a new car.
Yes.
I don't need a new
Um,
car. I just
That's a
need
binding
money.
contract. All right. Talk to you later.
Uh,